Alright, so I've been neglecting farming out the materials for the bird boss holy relics, and I do have some very bad ones that I still need to like craft, and we might get some more in the future, we don't know. So like having a couple of these wouldn't be the worst thing. So I need to farm it out, and I thought, you know what, I'll just make a fun team, and because we do have Nanashi's new holy relic, I thought let's just make an unknown team. And this unknown team that I came up with is quite good actually, because it's using the Ram here as a hyper carry and the other 3 units as like support for her. But then again, the other 3 units like do handle themselves quite well, and we'll go over that in a bit. So basically, if you don't know what Ram does, her passive is gonna make it so that anytime she like moves a card, merges a card, or uses a card, she's going to get a buff that gives her 5% attack related stats, and this is gonna last for 3 turns, and it stacks up to 5 times, so up to 5 different buffs. Now why buffs are really nice for her is because she does have an amplify card, so like the more buffs you have, the more damage you'll do. Her holy relic also increases her basic stats by 10% for each ally of the same race on the battlefield, and because we do have 4 unknown race allies on the battlefield, that's gonna be a total of 40% basic stats, which is really nice. And if we like combine it with like the up to 25% attack related stats she gets, that's gonna give her like a total of 65% attack, which is really nice. On top of that, we do have Freyr here, who is going to give us about 1 or 2 buffs. It's gonna take us a couple of turns to actually start getting 1 or 2 buffs, and it's gonna be like alternating every turn after turn 5 or 6 or something like that. But it's basically gonna give us up to 10% all stat, which puts Ram at an additional like 75% attack at this point, as well as like he provides 2 buffs that can be used for the amplify cards, which is really nice. Now Magelda, of course, she is going to increase our all stat by 8% anytime she heals us to full, and then if you do have her holy relic, it's anytime she actually uses a heal card. So up to 5 stacks of that, and each of those stacks do count as a buff for the Ram's amplify cards, and they do give 8% all stat increase, so that is up to a total of 40% all stat. And if we combine that with like the other attack related stats or the attack stats that Ram is going to get, that puts her at 150% additional attack, as well as Nanashi here, who with his holy relic, and the holy relic might be a little bit overkill because we do need to do the wolf boss, but we're gonna use him on the easiest demonic beast battle. But it's basically gonna increase her basic stat by an additional 30%, so Ram is potentially going to have an additional 145% attack. That's crazy, like that's so crazy. But we'll see how it goes. Like she's probably not gonna be there most of the time anyway, but that's still whatever. He is also gonna provide us with a potential of 3 additional buffs. So from his unique here or his passive, he's gonna give us 1 max HP buff, 1 crit resistance and crit defense buff, and then the final buff is the defense related stats buff that he can provide. So 3 different buffs for the amplify cards. Now all of these units, well, all of them except for Freyr, are actually good on floor 1 phase 4 because, well, the amplify card with enough buffs can hit damage cap quite easily. We know this because of the trait of Meliodas, who is really good for the bird boss. Of course, Magelda with her ultimate, that is a power strike ultimate, can of course deal the damage cap with the ultimate as well. And Nanashi also has a amplify card, so he will get a potential of up to 10 different buffs that he can use for the amplify card, with 3 of his own, 5 potential from Magelda, and then 2 from Freyr. That's a total of 10. The gear I'm running on them is of course attack crit on all of them, and I'm running the single target damage increase card set. So you do need to have already ran the bird boss. If you need help with like how to beat the bird boss, I do have quite a few like guide videos up on my channel. I've like compiled them all into a playlist that's titled like Demonic Beast Battle or something like that. Just go check it out if you need help with it. This is just a fun little team that I'm gonna show like anyone who actually does have like Nanashi's holy relic. Even though you kind of don't need Nanashi's holy relic, it's still gonna provide like 2 buffs for the amplify cards. It won't apply like the 30% additional basic stat increase to unknown race allies. Yeah, like, so if you don't have the holy relic, this team could still work out quite well, and it's actually quite fun. So that's the team we're using. I'll just start attacking here, I guess. Like just gonna waste a couple of cards. I'm gonna try to save the Ram amplify card, of course, and then by phase 4 I should have like at least Magelda's and Nanashi's ultimates, as well as 2 Ram amplify cards, and we will be able to like one turn that phase. I'll also try to like apply as many of these buffs with Magelda as I possibly can while we're doing these like earlier phases, because they do last for 5 turns, so we do have quite a few turns after we actually, you know, buff up. So alright, so he survived. Like, this isn't a total like speed run or whatever. Alright, that's good. We got 2 of these cards. I'm gonna hope that they don't actually merge into a gold card. I will use 2 buff cards here. I will try to kill the boss. For this phase, I mean. So we just buff up, cleanse, and kill. Now I can merge 2 cards with Nanashi, that's gonna give him a couple of like alt gauge orbs, so we'll be a little bit closer with his ultimate as well. Next phase I will fire off like the Freyr ultimate because it deals damage twice. I do have him 4/6, but I do have like an additional dupe of him. I don't want to like dupe him out just yet. And as you can see, look at these buffs here. What's her attack stat already at? 44k, 31, 33, 38. Like, she's gonna hit so hard, but yeah, I mean, she's gonna hit damage cap every single time, but that's whatever. Here I'll just ult, I'll do this, I'll merge with Nanashi, and I'll just move with Nanashi actually. I could have buffed up, I guess, but we should still have the Megelda buffs up from the first time I actually used the buff. We do have quite a lot of like Ram cards. I do wonder if I should merge them into a gold, just because that's kind of gonna look cool, I guess, but I probably shouldn't. We'll just heal here, and I'll use like the Nanashi card and the Freyr card. That's gonna give Nanashi his ultimate, and we will have like enough. Like if I can get another Megelda card, then I guess I could merge it, but otherwise, I'll just be happy with the ults, and I'll be happy with like one turning phase 4. Right, I did actually get one extra card with her, so what I am gonna do is I'll just ult like this, we'll ult like this. This is gonna hit damage cap, I believe, because she does have quite a few buffs. She doesn't have the Nanashi buffs though, because she did get a lot more cards than 2 cards. Nanashi only gives the buffs to anyone who has 2 or fewer cards, but she still has like a lot of buffs from Megelda. She has a lot of buffs from Freyr as well. As you can see, that hit damage cap and the gold card. Alright, yeah. It's an okay animation. It's not the best. So we just move on to floor 2. Now, because we do have red Tarmiel Link on Nanashi, I believe, kinda need Freyr's ultimate before we go into the second phase, just so that we can like one turn the second phase. Now I actually don't need to save these cards either, but I'm just gonna try not to, you know, deal too much damage turn 1, and we're gonna hope for some Freyr merges, and by turn 3 I should probably push the phase. If I can get good merges, we'll push it in like the next turn, but by turn 3 at least. We did get some good merges, so I will actually push it in this turn. We'll just merge, attack with him, and suppose like attack with any other cards as well. Like I do want to save as many cards as I can as well, but I'll just go like this, fire off one of these and this one, and that should kill. Ram easily has enough buffs to hit damage cap. Like it's way overkill actually having this team, but it's still a good team, it's still a fun team, it's quite fast as well. So now if you have like a low duped out Freyr, you can of course just use his ult as the final attack. If you have him, well 6/6 obviously, like just fire it off whenever you want, but I'll go like this. I think this is easily gonna like kill the boss. You need to hit at least 25% of the boss's health with each attack, so of course if you hit for like say 30% 3 times, then of course the final attack only needs to hit like 10% or whatever. It kind of needs to hit more though if it's the ultimate that hits twice, because 30%, I don't think like 30% of 10% or whatever is enough percentage to like kill the boss because he heals for more than that or something. I don't know. So in this phase, was it that he gains a buff or whatever unless you kill him in one turn? So I just hit him once. We'll go like this. I'll save that. We'll get her ultimate. Yeah, so he's starting to get buffs. If I would have brought him down to like half of his HP or something, he would have healed to full, and we don't want that, so really going for Freyr. But we're just gonna ult here. These attacks should kill. Like the ult didn't quite hit damage cap, did it? No, it didn't. It's only a 2/6 ult though. And it like ignores the resistance, I believe, so not the greatest ult either. Now it's the final phase. I should probably try to fully heal. We can wait in this phase 1 extra turn, I guess. There we go. Next turn I can also heal, so we will go into phase 4 fully healed. Floor 3, I mean. So we're gonna use his ult. I guess not. Alright, we'll use Megelda's ult instead. So we'll do this, and just finish it off with Megelda. I got her some cosmetics, like I got her all her weapons at least, and then like this outfit. And I only got her weapons just so that she can deal more damage and make the runs a little bit faster, you know. She doesn't hit for the hardest with like her single turret attack. Her ultimate of course hits really hard, but because there's a cosmetic sale, like most of the outfits are like at a discounted price except for like the Christmas one, I believe, so pick and choose whatever you want to get. She's probably not a top priority because she's a PvE only unit, and again we don't know if we're gonna get like a perhaps PvP oriented Megelda unit in the future. Like they did say they're gonna focus a lot more on the Ragnarok story, so we might start to get some additional like Megelda units, because we did already get an additional like Thonar unit, so it's not out of the question. I'm just wondering if she's gonna be a PvP or a PvE unit. So like having her cosmetics isn't the worst either, so at least the weapons for PvE purposes. But here I'm actually I just want to see if I can't hit like damage cap, right? So this would give her the most buffs if I use that, and then that. That wouldn't be the best for us though, but I kind of want to see if she can hit damage cap turn 1, because that's something like Traitor Melee can't even do, you know? Let's see here. Oh, she didn't crit. If she would have crit, that would have been like damage cap easily. Now, of course, we kind of screwed ourselves because we don't have any good like units card, I guess. They should probably be fine. We just can't use level 2 cards. I could probably get like NANASHI's ultimate if I wanted to. I'm just gonna get Freyr's ultimate instead, actually. I'll waste that. And we'll get Freyr's ult. The ultimate should easily, even at 4-6, hit damage cap and then an additional like 55% or whatever it does. So I just wonder, are we gonna take too much damage? No, we're fine. We're totally fine. So we hit you with that, do this. I'm gonna save that Nanashi card, because I do kind of want to see the animation of it. With like the Holy Relic and everything. So we are actually gonna have to heal here. Nashi doesn't have too many buffs, that is a little bit unfortunate, so I'm not gonna use his ultimate just yet. He's gonna get an additional buff here though. I might as well just use his ultimate. We're gonna get Megelda's ultimate for the final phase as well, so... I mean, that's not bad. And he did hit damage cap anyway, so... I think 224k is the damage cap. Now he does have this buff here. If he doesn't get more than 30% health, yeah, we can just one-shot it with Megelda here. And my god, the Nanashi cards we're getting. We do need to like move... what's her face? Ram's card. So she like retains her buffs, because she's gonna lose one of her buffs here already. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna waste some Nanashi cards as well, because the Megelda ult is gonna kill, and then hopefully we can get some good cards for the next 2 turns. I should probably heal here. Rayer's kind of down bad. I'll actually buff twice as well. We'll do one of these gold attacks, and then we'll do one of these. That's gonna give us the Ram ult, that's gonna give us the Freyr ult, and of course give Ram one additional buff. That card is quite weak, actually. We're not getting any Amplify cards. That is a little bit unfortunate that we can't like see how easily she's able to do damage here with all of these buffs. Like, those buffs are crazy, you know. Oh, and I haven't checked her stats out yet either. I'll just do that now. Hey, look at those buffs. 54k attack. That's not too bad. Like 700k health. She's getting so many, like, yeah, 20% HP, all stat, all stat, all stat. Like, look at that. Attack related stats from her own buffs. Only 2 buffs as well. Yeah, I really need to get more of her cards. We will just go like this. So we're on the final phase. Hopefully it doesn't get the revive buff. It did. It's only the regular revive buff, so that's actually good. But yeah, here I'll give her another buff, then we'll use that card. I will try to get Nanashi's ult as well, just to see like the amplify damage, because it does have a lot of, you know, buff stats there. Like, can we delete PvE units cards? I don't think it works in PvE, right? Ah, that's unfortunate. We got 3 Nanashi cards, so he's not gonna get his own buffs. He will still retain whatever Freyr and Megelda buffs he has, but he's just not gonna get his own buffs. Alright, we're gonna bank on this killing, and then Freyr's gonna do a little bit more damage there. This doesn't kill, but the Megelda one does. And he's gonna revive with 50% HP, then Freyr will hit him, so... I actually think the Nanashi takeoff ultimate gauge came in clutch there, because the boss doesn't use the ult this turn. He would have otherwise, because he would have had like full ult gauge orb. And of course we got the ult for this phase where he gains the dodge, so we're gonna finish it off with Freyr. Unfortunately, I wanted to kind of finish it off with either Nanashi or Ram here, but I don't have any of their ults. I'm probably not gonna wait for it either, but yeah, that is the unknown team. It wasn't the fastest run because I was talking. Like, the whole recording is 21 minutes, but I'll probably cut it up. The run itself was probably around like 15, 16, 17 minutes, so not the fastest. I have a lot like faster teams that can beat it in 12 minutes, sometimes 11 minutes if I'm really lucky with like hard draws. But it's still a fun team, and it's still like fun to, you know, play around and stuff like that. So just to sort of give yourself a break in the monotony of like using the same team over and over and over again. That does get kind of boring, especially when you need to farm out so many like Holy Relic materials, which again I've been neglecting. But hopefully I'll try to get like all of their Holy Relics, and yeah, hopefully like prepare for future Holy Relics as well. But anyway, I think that's gonna be it for me. Hope you enjoyed the video. Tell me if you're like running any special fun teams for the bird boss or even the deer boss. Let me know in the comments, and yeah, I guess that's gonna be it for me. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I guess I catch you in the next one. Bye.